Good morning, it's William here. I just wanted to tell you a little bit about how to format stuff on Ecademy because we've seen a lot of growth in new bloggers and new commenters in the last few weeks, which is fantastic, and I really want to help you get the most from using the facilities and using them well to create really great looking posts. So I've got a couple of windows open here. I've actually opened a window in a group that I run that just has me and a couple of other people in my business as members. And this allows me to test stuff, to try things out, to see how it's going to look on Ecademy without having to publish it on the blogs pages. But the controls here are exactly the same. So as you can see, I've put a title of test at the top. Now I'm going to put in some text. So and what I'm going to try to do here is to, let's say, pick up a piece of news from the web and link to it, so that we can create a post about something. So I'm going to hop over to the BBC site, see what's in the news this morning, and of course you probably experienced exactly that sort of thing yourself. I've typed a comma instead of a full stop, and there we are. So let's have a look at this article on repeating history and how the Spitfire guns have found a gun, and let's say I want to link to this article. So I'm going to copy the URL. So what I've done is I've highlighted the text in the address bar of my browser, right clicked and chosen copy to put that into my clipboard. Now I'm going to go back to my draft blog here, and I'll say I was reading this morning about the newly unearthed Spitfire. The story is here. Now, what I've done here is I've just created some text, so that and mistyped story. So I'll just correct that. I've just created some text, and now what I want to do is make the word here into a link. So I've highlighted the word here. Now I'm going to click the little icon at the end here, the world with a paper clip, and I brought up a URL, and I can just, and you'll see that the http:// is already in that box. Your box may look different, it'll depend on which browser you use, but they'll all come up with a single input box and a couple of buttons. I've left the http:// highlighted, and I'm just going to paste in the address that I got from the BBC. So there it is, http:// is back in because that was copied from the browser window. It's worth checking that you only have one of those because the link won't work otherwise. So click that, and now you can see that the text in the box has had some HTTP code put around it. So it's got this little angle bracket, followed by the A, which is an anchor tab and tag, and that means that it's going to look for something to link to anchor to. And then we've got the href, which is the URL, and a closing brace, and then also after the word here we've got an open bracket /A to close that. I can do some other things too with this interface. So I can take this morning and make that bold. And what I did there was I highlighted the word morning, and then I clicked the B in the top, and that's wrapped the piece of text around with some tags to make it bold. And I can perhaps underline the word Spitfire with same thing, highlighted the word, clicked underline. Now this bit of code here is my signature, and I've written that once, put it into my account settings so that when I post blogs and things in groups, it'll add my signature to what I say. So if I post this now, I'm posting, as I say, within a group, a private group, so this won't be seen publicly. But there you can see that I was reading this morning, and that's in bold, about newly unearthed Spitfire, that's underlined, the story is here. And when I hover over the here, then you see that it turns into a link. Now, I'm just going to show you one other little tip here. Within that bit of code, the a href equals, between the a and the href, you can add something called a title, title information. You say title equals and an inverted comma link to the BBC. You don't have to do this. You can put any text in there, but actually it's quite useful for people who are. I'll repost that now while I'm talking. So now when I hover over that, you'll see that the little yellow text. Now I've got my mouse made big so that you can see it easily on the video, and that of course now is hiding the yellow text that says story on the BBC that I typed in the title tag. So that's just a way you can improve the user experience for people reading your content. So there we go, some help on how to make links, to make things bold, to underline them, and there are plenty of other tools in that set. Do feel free to play around with them and see what you can. The other one that people ask about a lot is the one to insert an image. You need to have access to your image on the internet somewhere and copy the URL to the image in the same way. If you use a service like Flickr, when you've uploaded your photograph to Flickr, if you go to it on Flickr, they'll give you the HTML code to include it and embed it in your posts. And I find that the easiest way to do this, but there are plenty of others. Services like Flickr, including Picasso and sundry others. So there we go, quick overview. I hope that helps, and I'll speak to you again very soon. Thanks so much.